Alright, so we're back, and still Lesson 7-1 pairs of angles. Two other terms that are important for you guys in this lesson are complementary and supplementary angles. Take a look at the two different angles that I've drawn here. The first set, you can see it looks like a right angle split in half, and that is a 1, and that is in fact a 2. And then over here we have angle 3 and angle 4, and it appears to be a straight-ish line. It's supposed to be a straight line, separated of course by this line here. Complementary angles and supplementary angles are going to be helpful for you to find unknown angle measures. What they say is if you have adjacent angles, and if your adjacent angles create a 90-degree angles, then they are considered to be complementary. So complementary angles, when added together, equal 90 degrees. Supplementary angles work the same way, except instead of 90 degrees, they add up to 180 degrees. So whenever I have these types of angles and they tell me, or if I know that they're complementary or supplementary, I can find missing measures based on this information. Okay, so take a look at this one here. Whenever I have angles 1 and angle 2, if I know that this whole measure is equal to 90, I can use that information. For example, if I know that the measure of angle 1 is equal to 50 degrees, and I know that this whole measure is equal to 90, I know that angle 2, or my missing measure, must be equal to 40 degrees, because 50 plus 40 equals 90. Alright, and take a look at this one here. Okay, if I know the information that 3 is equal to 121 degrees, and I know that angles 3 and 4 are supplementary, that is enough information to help me solve my problem. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I know that the measure of angle 4 plus 121 degrees must equal 180 degrees. And this should look like an equation that we are able to solve. And we can use this to represent our variable. So m plus 121 equals 180. Just like solving equations from last chapter, I can isolate my variable by doing the opposite, which would be to subtract 121 from both sides of my equal sign. And that leaves me with m, or the measure, is equal to 180 minus 121. So solving that, I get 59 degrees. So that means that this angle has to be equal to measure of 59 degrees. One of the quick ways to remember that is complementary and supplementary. Complementary, to write the letter C, you do one curve, and one curve is 90 degrees. The S is two curves. So one curve, two curve. So that's 290 degrees, or 180 degrees.